What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Wilson's For Real. Shout out to the Real Squad.
Squad up.
Hey, I got my boy Pat back in here with me.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, we told y'all we was going to bring y'all the podcast. You know, a lot of people been saying they liked the first one. We got over 1,000 views on it. So, you know, we gotta get the people what they want, you know. So we're going to actually transition over to my old podcast, and we're renaming it. It's instead of The List, in memory of my co-host, Ted, that passed away last year. We're going to keep his name alive. We're going to keep the topics going. So the name of the new show is going to be called Ted's List with Terry and Patrick. So we're going to bring y'all. You know, we've been giving y'all a little sample here and there, but we're going to come with the real deal next month. And so be on the lookout for that. Yeah,
real soon.
Real soon. So we're going to transition off Wilson's For Real YouTube channel, and we're going to transition over to the podcast channel. But be on the lookout for more information.
Yeah.
What's up, though, man?
It's all good.
Hey, we back in this thing.
Right.
Hey, where the money reside?
People checking their bank accounts right now.
People checking the, hey.
Because it's hidden.
If y'all ain't checked your bank account because you know you don't get paid the next week,
check that thing.
You need to check that thing right now because you might have that stimulus check,
Them mugs hidden.
Them mugs is hidden.
Right. So y'all can cash them out and take photos with the money up next to your ear.
Right. Making it rain and everything. You know, the world opening back up, so people going to the club.
Moneybag Joe came through. He came through quick, didn't he?
Man, hey,
so they put that signature on it.
Joe ain't playing, man, dude. Joe has literally came through on one of his campaign promises, man. Like within the first he been president since January.
Yeah, the end of January.
The end of January. So you think his first 100 days he coming through?
Right.
Come through, Joe. Come through, Joe.
Moneybag Joe.
Moneybag Joe.
I know y'all seen them memes out there. Moneybag Joe. They got him. They got his face on Moneybag Yo, holding the money up to his ear right now because he coming through with the stimulus checks.
Hey, Durelli Real coming out with a new video, boy. He gonna come out the trunk again on you. That's right. We going where the money reside. Where the money and I'm waiting on Pops on TikTok to come out with.
Oh yeah, he got his stimulus check.
I got my stimulus.
His third one.
Dude, do you know that's a real song?
It is.
Dude, it's on Apple Music. After we get off here, I'm a
right.
hear it. It's him and his grandson or son or whatever.
Gotta get that cash.
Gotta get that cash.
People
man.
listening to it, they might as well buy it.
Yeah. So we got the financial expert in here, and we're gonna talk a little bit about where can you put your STIMMY.
Yeah.
How can we be smart with our STIMMY? Cause I know that as fast as that STIMMY coming, that STIMMY gonna be going.
Right.
You know, and
out quickly.
And a lot of people that got kids, man, y'all collecting. Right. I want you to talk a little bit about that 700. What is it? 500 a month that you can get or opt out of.
You talking about the credit for children?
People
with children.
Yeah.
So right now, that's if you have kids between the age of 6 and 17, that's $3,000, and that'll be a periodic payment. So that's if they was paying it over the course of 10 months, that's $300 a month.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have kids under the age of 6,
that's
$3,600. You know, but they still the dates haven't been finalized on that. So I think I saw an estimate where they said around July they might start distributing some of that money, but it's still being discussed. So, I think more information to be coming out about that. But
be on the lookout for that. My man Pat gonna hook y'all up. Hey, Money Loves Attention.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This video is brought to you by Money Loves Attention.
That's right.
My book, Lessons on Financial Freedom and How to Avoid a Toxic Relationship with Money.
Click the link in the description. Get that thing on Amazon. The website, is the website up yet?
Yeah, moneylovesattention.com.
So the website up. Hey, if you don't want to go on Amazon, go straight to my man Pat.
Yeah.
He'll hook you up. You know?
Right.
If you in town, you going to get it real quick.
Yeah.
Gonna get it real quick.
St. Louis local area.
Louis.
You get it quick.
And if you use the promo code Wilson's For Real, your copy will be a signed copy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all let us know that Wilson's For Real told you about the book, and you'll get a signed copy from my man Pat Howard.
For sure.
And we gonna plan a real official book signing real soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have a book signing, virtual book signing, make sure everybody's safe. But just something to give y'all what y'all need, give you what you want.
What you need, give you what you want. Hey, so just thinking about the stimulus check and the money that we wasn't really expecting to come in, what's a smart way for people to really maximize on that money that they didn't, because that's how people will really blow it, because it's money that they never counted. It's money that don't come in on a regular basis with their check and all that type of stuff. And then it's coming in and everybody like, ooh, I'm going to go buy that Louis bag. I'm about to go. But that is an opportunity, though, to go on that trip that you wanted to go on. And you don't have to dig into your savings. Right. You know, so it's not a bad thing, but the thing is, like, really being smart about the STIMMY. Like, kind of talk about a couple of ideas that you think people could kind of, take and not blow the STIMMY.
Right. I think you have options. You know, we always have options. Yeah. And most of the time, people's first option is to pay off debt. Yeah. It's like, oh, I got these bills that's been lingering. I'm finna knock some of these things down. That's like the first thing they do. Yeah. But like, I look at it like, if you wasn't getting that money, them bills would have been coming anyway. Still there. And you would have still been making that minimum payment that you've been making. Yeah. I think over time, realistically, it's been taught, get out of debt, quickly. Right. But people spend so much time trying to do that they don't take an opportunity to invest their money. You can be growing your money if you invested in something. Right. And I think a good investment idea is investing in the stock market. You look at interest rates right now. If you sitting your money in the bank, even in a savings account, right now, you losing. Yeah. If you just got your money sitting there. It ain't working for you. It ain't doing nothing for you. Yeah. Now, the stock market, it's a bit volatile, so it goes up and down. But the whole thought process is that the stock market historically has always been going up. Right. So if you set your money in some companies that you trust, companies that you patronize, what I'm talking about? You got a Apple phone, right? Yeah. You invest in Apple. You going to Target. Go ahead and invest in the stock.
Name a couple of apps that people could kind of do that's like beginners. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we do know it was a controversial app out there. But
but I'm going to mention it anyway.
Yeah, mention it anyway.
Because and specifically you talking about Robinhood. Yeah. And all that is related to GameStop and all this other stuff. I ain't going to go into that. Right. But from a user perspective, Robinhood is one of the most user-friendly apps to start investing in with beginners, beginners, you know what I'm saying? So Robinhood is a real user-friendly app. It's an app called Webull. That is a good app. It gives you, for beginners, it gives you a little more information than you need. Yeah. So it can be a little bit intimidating, so that's a good app. So
which one do you recommend today? If your cousin or somebody said, hey, man, I'm trying to get in the game, I got this STIMMY, what should they download and start using?
I say if my cousin come up, or my homeboy, everybody, they come up, I say, I'm finna send you this link, click the link. Hey, we gonna put the link in the bottom.
You gonna get 5 and I'm gonna get 5. Right. Then you gonna get a free stock.
You get a free stock. I get a free stock. Hey, sign up for Robinhood. That way you can get a bit of an introduction on how to invest in the stock. And one thing that I do with my kids is the fact that the Cash App gives you the option to invest in stock.
Ooh, see, y'all heard that? Heard that?
If you click the link on the Cash App app, it's an option to start investing. You can start investing in fractional stock. So you might see a stock price that be $120. Right. But you get the option to invest, as much as you want to. So say you don't want to do $120 right up front. You can do $10 and invest in a company. That's just a fraction of the company. Right. So you can start small. You can start where you are, And I think a rule of thumb that I like to say is, especially when you consider the stimulus and all this money, this extra money, I like to say take about 10% of that money. Okay. Take 10% of it, invest it, either in the stock market or some type of business venture, something that can allow the money to work for you, to grow for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can get some type of additional return from it.
Hey, Pat dropping them jewels for y'all. Hey, look, how much you get if you're an individual on the STIMMY?
If you're an individual and you
make up under
you make less than 60,000, then you get $1,400.
$1,400. So look, dig this. You could take $250 out of that $1,400 that you wasn't even expecting.
Right.
Download Robinhood.
Yeah.
Click our link. Get your free stock.
Yeah, you get a free one. We get a free one.
So you take that $250 and you put it in a couple of different spaces, a couple of different companies.
Yeah.
You literally could start making money that day.
Yeah.
And just think, if you'd have took that $250 and went and bought some clothes that you probably only gonna wear a few times, that ain't gonna make you no money.
Yeah.
This gonna make you some money. Matter of fact, it's a Bitcoin out there or a cryptocurrency out there called Doggy Coin.
Right.
And me and Pat, we invested in that, and I mean, we made some decent money,
handsomely.
Especially a few weeks ago, that thing was going up. And like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know that much about the market, but I got friends, and I trust the guidance of my friends, and I'm like, putting in $200 here and there to take a gamble. Which you could take a gamble on buying something that ain't gonna make you no money, but take a gamble on something that can make you. If it make you $10, that's $10 you ain't have. And when you see that you get a return, it's okay to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the good thing about Robinhood that I like, Robinhood got they got a debit card connected to it. Yeah. And you can ask for it or whatever. So
you can get access to your cash.
Access to your cash quick. You know, you can go to the ATM, pull it out, or whatever. But yeah, man, Robinhood, he's the financial expert, but, I'm the student, and I recommend it as well because I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Do your own research, though. We're not your financial advisor. Do your own research, but this is something that we use.
We ain't responsible for you losing money or gaining money. The only thing we're responsible for is you clicking on that link and we both getting a free stock.
Yeah.
And that's a good way.
And from that perspective, when you use referral apps and links, you getting free money just from signing up. And I think ultimately you want to make sure you doing a little bit of something. Don't just do nothing. Don't just sit on your hands. Yeah. You got to do a little something to help and allow that money to work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put all your money under the mattress.
Nah.
Because it ain't making no money under the mattress.
Nah.
Make your money work for you.
Yeah.
Is that a chapter in your book?
I talk about it. And one of the first things I jump into, especially when we talk about getting money through the stimulus and how people manage it, I talk about the fact that the way you handle money in your adult life is a reflection of what you've learned when you were younger. Yeah. And what you viewed from maybe your parents or people around you. If you lived in a household where your parents didn't have, or they balled out when they got some money, chances are you're gonna repeat that same behavior. You know what I'm saying? So being aware of some of those things and being like, what, I'm trying to create generational wealth. I'm trying to change some of the paradigms that I'm in. For me and my children, my children's children, you got to take them steps. Don't take the money that you need. Now, you need to pay your bills.
Pay your bills.
Pay your bills.
Because you want to have somewhere to lay your head, and you want the lights to come on.
Right. Don't try to be like, what, all this stuff going on, I ain't got to pay. They got this thing where they can
YOLO.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Right.
YOLO.
Hey, take care of your needs first.
Yeah, for sure.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Pay yourself first.
Pay yourself. Pay yourself. You got $1,400 right now before you even get paid your regular paycheck. This is an opportunity. Like Pat said, we want to get out of debt, which is cool. If you got some debt, put a little something on that.
Yeah.
Pay your bills. Because think about this. If you getting paid your regular check next week and your STIMMY just hit today, you could pay your bills up for this month. Stack that bread that you was going to use to pay your bills with in a savings and start to build your savings up. You know, what's the recommended savings? Is it what, a year? What is it, a year?
Well,
year's worth of salary or something like that?
Technically,
well, I'm saying if you got a healthy
if you have a healthy savings, financial recommendations are 6 months worth of your expenses.
6 months worth of your expenses.
So that's a goal to make sure you can, if something happened where you don't have any income, you at least want to have enough to take care of your immediate needs for about 6 months. That's
so. If you ain't got no savings, it's a good time to start. So instead of doing the 6 months,
try to
do 2 months.
2 months, you got to work your way up.
Try to do 2 months or even a month right now.
Yeah,
and the stimulus giving you a head start because your normal paycheck that's coming, you could put that away.
Yeah,
and then when it roll back around, you could take half of it and put it away, and start growing that savings at least, and just set a goal like, all right, I'm gonna set aside 3 months worth of expenses, and then if you have to dip into that and you get back on your feet, put it back and just always keep it at 3 months.
And we talk about being wise. I think it's one thing to invest. It's another thing to still enjoy that money, though.
Oh, for sure.
You still want to enjoy that.
You still want to
create memories. Take this moment and create a memory from it. Yeah. Whereas when things open back up, because everything ain't open yet, but when things open back up, you can take that trip you always wanted to take. Reasonably with those additional funds.
And you can plan for that right now.
Yeah, right. You can be thinking about it right now, considering how much you want to spend and setting that money aside. You don't want to spend it all up because you still want to have a little reserve, a little sum just in case you need it. But you can also have an opportunity to plan that trip or do something special for yourself. Because you deserve it. You've earned it.
You earned it.
They gave it to you. You earned it.
What's your advice for married couples?
For married couples
that may share everything down the middle. What's your advice for the married couples when that STIMMY come in and everything shared down the middle?
In regards to what? What they trying to do?
So is it okay for the Mr. and the Mrs. to have just some play money in their pocket from the STIMMY?
Yeah. I think it's all good. I mean, it ain't like, sometimes people have joint accounts and they be like, I'm putting my check in here, you put your check in there, then we gonna see how much, then I get a little allowance off of it, you get, so you trying to figure out them plans. But
here's some advice that work in my house. You got your bills, you got your money that you earn, they got their money that they earn. And if somebody need and they don't have, they should be able to get from whatever you got or whatever. And that's been working in my household since we've been married. You know what I'm saying? So, because one thing we didn't, statistics show marriages in based off finances and things like
financial
that.
Hardship.
So one thing, like going into our marriage, we ain't want to interrupt what was already working. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my wife, we lived together before we got married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the way we handle finances in the house kind of really didn't change because we shared the bills, or I had this bill and she had that bill, but we made it work for us and our situation, and we ain't had no issues when it came to money. Like, we've been married 10 years, been together longer than that,
right.
been staying together probably 12 years, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, because some people get into this thing of, we get married, we have to make sure that, because we're one, and we have to, nah, you got to do what's going to work.
What's best for you.
What's best for the situation, man. So, yeah, man, don't feel like when you walk down that aisle, you got to just throw everything all in one and change it up. You got to do what work for you and your household. Bro.
Right. Yeah. I think for my household, we've used the joint account and the whole allowance practice where, we put it in one pot to take care of household needs and stuff like that.
Right.
Then we individually take amounts out, for things that we want to do.
Right.
So, and that's been working for us, pretty much the whole time we've been married.
Yeah.
Because we just like you, have the account where we making sure all the bills are paid, and then we also making sure we have an opportunity to do the things that we enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
And we got our business count and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, she got my debit card, I got hers, you know. So it really ain't like it's just mine. But I think that just cuts down on a lot of the confusion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just make sure you show up with your part when it's time.
Right.
Because when something come up short, I know how much you make. You know.
Right.
So it's all good. But do whatever work in your household, man. But, man, hey, don't waste that STIMMY.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you do want to make it rain, you know.
Feel free.
You got $1,400 to do with it. You know
Feel free. If you've been waiting on an opportunity to take that photo with the money, this your chance.
It's your chance. and if you're a YouTube content creator, this is an opportunity to invest in some equipment, you know what I'm saying, that you may have wanted and all that, and, you know, use that STIMMY to do that, man.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And I think realistically, you know, the whole purpose behind it and why the government is giving the money out is because people were in a time of need over the course of COVID. Yeah. And I think so many people, I mean, we recognize that it's been a challenging time, but not everybody had to experience life the way restaurants and way bars and those type of gig workers have, you know, where you wasn't getting any income and stuff like that. That's even more reason to be, you know, wise with how you spend the money, how you use the money, you know, so that you can allow it to work for you for your benefit, not just now, but over the course of a longer period of time.
And speaking of money, I don't know, I'm kind of switching topics, but we still talking about money.
Yeah.
But have you heard of the term UBI, Universal Basic Income? So Universal Basic Income, basically, you heard of that? Okay. So Universal Basic Income might be something new to some people, but I know in Stockton, California, the former mayor, Mayor Tubbs, he did I guess you would call it an experiment, a study, but he took I want to say, don't quote me on this, I want to say he took 500 residents from his community. And the whole thing of UBI is to eliminate poverty.
Right.
And so he gave everybody $500 a month.
Yeah, I remember
no
that.
strings attached. And they're finally starting to get those results of their study. And a lot of people said that it motivated them to work more, knowing that was coming in. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have to do like side jobs, and they was able to pay that bill or pay for their uniform for their kid or buy some food or whatever.
Right.
And I thought that was very interesting because I hear different perspectives on that.
Right.
And I think one of the presidential candidates, Yang, I think he had part of his plan dealt with UBI.
It was like $1,000.
Yeah, it was like $1,000 a month. And I'm just curious, like, what you think about that whole concept, man? Do you think that's something that could work? Do you think that's something that the United States should explore? Because it's not like it's something new, because they do it in other countries and stuff like that. So like, what's your whole take on that?
I mean, I realistically, I understand both sides of it. You know, I understand that there's a perspective that it'll give the impression that you don't have to do anything. It's kind of like reinforcing like a welfare mentality. Well, the thought process around the welfare mindset and mentality is that assuming that people don't want to get out of that place because you can just get that money for doing nothing. You know, but I think it's really boils down to the individual mindset that and the family that person has. You know, I think being in an environment where you can get an additional income, it can open up doors for you.
Absolutely.
It can create opportunities that you wouldn't have had previously. And I don't think that the person in their rightful mind should say, you know, I got this, I don't have to do anything.
Right.
Because it only would be just enough anyway. You know, because the way the economy works, the way inflation works, you know, that'll only be enough for so long where you be back in the same place needing even more, you know, to have the same standard of living that you had. You know, so from that standpoint, I think it could be beneficial, you know, especially if it's universal.
Absolutely.
If it's universal for everybody, is no, you know, difference in person, you know, I think that it can be beneficial to uplift the economy overall, because that money going to be spent in the economy and utilized, So I think it'll help people.
I think Yang's whole plan talked about, I think, getting it when you turn 18 and then you stop getting it when you get of age to collect Social Security. And I think I really think it's a really cool idea. I really think it will help people that are in poverty. Because you think about somebody that might have lost their job. They at least know that's coming in.
Right.
Or think about somebody who just had hardships, period. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to worry about, because they know at least this coming in.
Yeah.
Especially if it's two people in the house, that's $1,000. That's $1,000 a month.
Right.
When you got two incomes coming in.
And you think about how we started, how we all started, especially when you coming from, we think about history of America. A lot of us coming out of, we starting from scratch. For real. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's starting from scratch. That's why, nowadays you see everybody with so much college debt and all that stuff, because we trying to figure out how to, maneuver, make things happen, So when you starting from scratch already and you ain't got nothing to give you a slight boost, I think that'll give you a slight boost.
Right.
Where you can make some type of other decisions. People talk about, getting LLCs and businesses and stuff, but most people don't have the education or the startup capital even to do something like that. To do some viable business that can create generational wealth, because they starting from nothing. They starting from scratch. I think this will create opportunities to have a little bit of capital, whether you're going through hardships or if you want to start a different business venture where, it's something you can kind of look at and say, at least I got this. I can invest this in some type of way where it can grow for me, do X, Y, and Z, and ultimately benefit me more massively than just working a regular, 9-to-5 job.
It's funny you bring up the LLC thing too, man. Hey, stop getting on Instagram talking about invest in the LLC, because it's more than just that.
Yeah.
That's the easy part. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what is your actual business?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got me a LLC, dog.
That's the business.
That's the business.
I got to post a picture of the LLC document.
It's official. I'm gonna bring y'all in on a little secret. When somebody posts a document of an LLC, that simply means they went on the Secretary of State website. They paid a fee. In Missouri, it's very minimal.
About $15.
It's about $15. And you print off the certificate immediately. And I ain't trying to kill nobody's dreams. I ain't trying to be no Debbie Downer. I got 3 LLCs. But I'm just saying, get out of the habit of, I don't even know what to call it, man.
Yeah.
But have a plan. It's good that people are becoming entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But make sure you invest that time in learning what it takes to be an entrepreneur, learning everything you need to be a successful entrepreneur. You're going to have insurance. You're going to have an accountant. You're going to have a business plan. You're going to have an executive summary talking about what it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So let's do things the right way and quit trying to shine all the time.
Hey, you know what though? I've seen, because, I've been doing a lot of taxes this year.
Yeah.
Tax season is here. If you're looking for an accountant, you can also check me out, moneylovesattention.com. You can still go there to get some information. But what I've seen based off of the change in the economy is that gig workers, like people who work for DoorDash, Instacart, all of those companies, they receive 1099s. What that means is that you providing that service via DoorDash, Instacart, you are considered an individual business.
Right.
At that point, aside from just bringing a W-2, that's one thing. You're an employee. There's really nothing. But nothing you can do to change that.
Right.
But the fact that you have a 1099 from working for those companies, it means that you have operating expenses associated with providing that service that you can write off, that can be a tax benefit for you. In essence, we're talking about people having businesses, but the minute you're employed by DoorDash, that is you starting your business.
Yeah.
That is you being a business owner to provide taxi services for their product.
Right.
You know, so recognize that that's a business. You know, you are a business at that point, and you had an opportunity to have tax savings in other areas. You know, at that point, you should be tracking it a little more. If you need some information, check it out. MoneyLovesAttention.com.
Money loves
you know,
attention.
but just know that it's so many things going on right now, and people aren't always aware of it. But the truth is, more people are business owners now than ever before. You know, so it's important to get that knowledge and get that information. and even without that document, you work for DoorDash, you're a business anyway.
Still a business, regardless.
Whether you have your LLC or you don't. You're a business. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Hey, don't waste the STIMMY, man. Don't waste the STIMMY, man.
Don't.
But still find something that you want to enjoy or do or buy. I can't even say be smart about it. I just say, hey, if this is something that you want to do, you know, think about how it'll affect you down the line if you get this one thing, knowing that you either want to do this or gotta pay this.
Yeah.
Be smart about it. You know, it's okay to get you know, some forces instead of some J's. It's
as long as they clean.
As long as they clean,
I think,
man.
You know, when we was younger, in middle school, so in high school, we wore uniforms every day.
Yeah.
You know, so I think the benefit for our parents was they didn't have to buy school clothes.
Yeah.
You know, so the fact that when we had an opportunity to wear them, like everybody want to be fresh, everybody got to have this. But see, the benefit of uniforms in certain environments is you can't segregate people and income and all of that stuff based off of what they have.
Right.
You know, but what I learned and saw is that realistically, if your stuff clean, and it's clean, you good.
You straight.
It's better to have a pair of clean pants, shirt, and shoes on than to come with some dusty J's.
Yes. So don't be afraid to go to Marshall's.
Right.
Don't be afraid to go to TJ Maxx.
Yeah, it ain't got to be at the Frontenac Phillips.
Don't be afraid to shop in the clearance section.
Right.
Hey, like you said, if it's clean, man, that's one thing I did in high school, and I do it now. Hey, if I got some no name jeans and a clean shirt and some nice shoes, I'm good. If I got some fresh shoes, like the pants don't even really matter for real.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, ultimately, you realize you doing that. If you're not doing it just because, I just like to feel good.
Right.
Well, I like this quality. I like the way the material lay on my chest. So if you ain't doing it for that reason, and you doing it for some type of attention from somebody else, you doing it for the wrong reason.
And the good thing about buying a suit when you're a man, ain't nobody looking at the name of the suit.
What's the name of that suit?
Let me turn that inside out. And men, I'm telling the male secrets, but men, if you got a nice suit, man, you can always flip that thing.
You can recycle that
with a different tie, a different shirt. A different shirt and tie will make your whole suit look totally different.
Hey, I remember I had a party, right? And one of our homeboys came to the party with a tux on. You can repurpose any suit if you want to.
I know what you're talking about. It was white.
Hey, he was clean, though.
Clean.
Sharp as a tack. Best dressed.
He definitely was best dressed.
Right,
that day,
to the T's.
Yeah, and see, like that's the thing though, man. And like you can go to K&G, man, and find you a nice shirt and about 4 ties, man, and wear that same suit like 4 different times. And won't nobody even really know because it's a different tie.
Right.
It's a different shirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
The good thing about a suit is if you got a clean white shirt, man.
Yeah.
And we fresh.
We talking about clean. We ain't talking about brown collars.
Brown collar, that mother looking drunk.
All right.
See, nah.
Looking like somebody hemmed you up before you walked out.
Get in here. Yeah, so hey, you gotta make sure if you want to look good and feel good, it's a way to do that inexpensively. You know? So don't waste your STIMMY, man.
Not on that.
Don't waste your STIMMY on that, man. Hey, but I'm telling y'all, take $250, man, and put it in Robinhood or Stash.
Yeah. Make sure we have that link on there too. So
yeah, it's gonna be down there. I'm gonna put mine and I'm gonna put Patrick's down there so y'all can choose. You know,
either way.
If you team Patrick, you team Wilson. If you team Wilson, you team Patrick.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Either or. Hey, everybody eat.
Yeah, everybody
eat. B.
We win together.
Well, yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. Be on the lookout for our upcoming podcast. You know, like I said, these are the trial runs, but we appreciate y'all tapping in with us. You know, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and, of course, right here on YouTube. And you can find my boy Patrick.
Yeah, I'm on the same places, Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Twitter, too. You can check me out, phoward.cfo. Or Patrick Howard, Patrick A. Howard, my son on there too, Patrick B. Howard.
You feel me?
You know, and look me up on moneylovesattention.com. I got all the social media handles and links in there.
One spot.
And
until next time, we're going to holler at y'all. We out this thing.
Yeah.
Peace.